you've seen Limerick a lot longer than me, but even when I was growing up, you were celebrating a Limerick Munster quarter-final win, or you were celebrating a qualifier win, or even a good performance against the likes of Cork and Tip. And, I remember in 2012, Limerick went to Thurles, and I think it might have been Shane Dowling's debut, if not his second year. And he scored a couple of goals, but Tipperary eventually reeled Limerick in. But, hugely encouraging for Limerick that year and the following year to win Munster. And then in 14 got to Munster final, and you're thinking huge upward trajectory. And at the same time, the minor teams were coming. But there was a lull year in 15, 16, 17. And look at us now, Matt. 5 in a row in Munster. 2 games away from a 4 in a row in an All-Ireland. Like, can you sum up, your thoughts, from following Limerick for so long to where they are right now? You must be pinching yourself, not in the morning, but nearly every moment of the day.
I am, Jack, and I am getting tired of pinching myself now, but I'll repeat for the umpteenth time, Jack, that as a very small boy, I saw Limerick playing for the first time in the Munster Championship in the old athletic grounds in Cork. They were beaten by Tipperary 10-9 to 2-1, and I cried all the way from Cork to Glenroe because for some reason I was convinced that Limerick were going to win. But that was only a boyhood fancy. But obviously, I've seen it over the years, Jack, and have despaired. And I was there in 1973, and you were saying to yourself, "God, this is the dawning of a new era." And sure, we came back in the '74 final, well beaten by Kilkenny, and there were so many valley periods. But the biggest downers for me, and the real low points for me, Jack, were losing the 2 finals in the '90s. Particularly the circumstances of losing it to Offaly, and also to losing to Wexford, who were reduced to 14 men early in the game. And I left Croke Park that day absolutely despaired, and I sort of looked back briefly, and I said to myself, I will never see this place again. This is the end of it. We've as far as I was concerned, but that was the immediate aftermath of losing an All-Ireland final. I was despairing. But no, Jack, the answer to your question is I could never have imagined it. And as you rightly said, we celebrated winning a Munster Championship quarter-final. There were a number of years there when we didn't win a Munster Championship game at all. And to see this contrast, we've won 5 Munster Senior Hurling Championships in a row. It's just simply phenomenal. In line for 4 All-Irelands in a row, 5 in 6 years. This thing is the stuff that dreams are made of, Jack. We have a young generation now that are going to matches, the 8, the 9s, the 10s, and the 11s, and the 12s. They'll know nothing but success. They're going to be very hard to satisfy in the future. In terms, but this has been a phenomenal odyssey. Absolutely huge credit to John Kiely and the management team he has surrounded himself with. Huge credit to a fantastic bunch of players. Absolutely a fantastic bunch of players who has bought into everything that their management has asked of them. This you talk about dreamland. This is it in terms of hurling.
Yeah, don't wake us up for another while. Don't wake us up till the end of July anyway, when we're back in Croke Park and hopefully can make more history, because every time you write about these players, it's a history they've made.